Hello everybody! Welcome back to another English lesson. Thank you for all of the likes. And also for all of the new people that keep on subscribing every single day. Thank you so much for all of your support. I really appreciate it. So what are we going to do in today's lesson? Well, today I'm going to teach you two things. The first one is how to improve your listening in English, and the second one is how to learn English using a podcast. So if that sounds good to you, make sure you watch this video all the way to the end, because I'm gone need you to write down some things. While I'm teaching you, and at the end of the video, I'm gone have a quiz for you to check if you understood everything correctly or not. Sound good? Let's get started. How to improve your listening. This is something I talk about quite a lot actually, but here are my top 3 tips for improving your listening skills in English. Okay, the first thing is to listen to a variety of different types of English. What do I mean by that? Well, there are lots of different accents in English, and there are also lots of different ways of speaking English. There's formal English, informal English, American English, British English, Australian English, Canadian English, and many more. So when you're trying to improve your listening skills, try listening to as many different types of English as possible. If you just stick to one type, you might get used to that way of speaking, and you might find it harder to understand other ways of speaking. Okay, so if you want to improve your listening skills, make sure you listen to lots of different types of English. The second tip is to listen actively. What do I mean by that? Well, don't just sit there and stare at a wall while listening to English. Try to listen while doing something else at the same time, like maybe writing down some notes, or maybe doing the dishes, or maybe taking a walk. These types of things will help you to focus on what you're rehearing, and they'll also help you to remember what you've heard. And now for my third and final tip, which is to start with the slow stuff. Okay, don't start with the fast stuff. Start with slower podcasts like the ones I make for you guys. And as you get better, you can move on to the faster stuff like maybe news or TV shows or movies or whatever. Okay, so those are my 3 tips for improving your listening skills in English. And now for the second part of the lesson, how to learn English with a podcast. Okay, there are many different ways that you can use a podcast to learn English. Here are my top 3. No, one is to listen and learn new vocabulary. Okay, whenever you hear a word or a phrase that you don't know, write it down. You can either write it down on a piece of paper, or you can use a notebook app on your phone or maybe a Google document. Doesn't really matter. Write it down, and then look up the meaning of the word or phrase in a dictionary. Once you've learned the meaning, try using it in a sentence. This is a great way to improve your vocabulary, and also to improve your grammar. My second tip is to listen and practice your pronunciation. Okay. This is something that I like to do. Whenever I hear a word or a phrase that I don't know, I repeat it a few times until I get it right. If I can't pronounce it, then I look up a video on YouTube and I try to copy the person in the video. This is a great way to improve your pronunciation and also to become a more confident speaker. And finally, my third tip is to listen and take notes. This is something that I do all the time whenever I listen to a podcast. I always take notes on the main ideas and also on any key facts or data that I learn. This is a great way to improve your note-taking skills and also to remember what you learned. Okay, so those are my 3 tips for learning English with a podcast. And now it's time for the quiz. Question no. 1. What are my top 3 tips for improving your listening skills in English? Well, the first one was to listen to a variety of different types of English. The second one was to listen actively. And the third one was to start with the slow stuff. Okay, question no. 2. What are my top 3 tips for learning English with a podcast? Well, the first one was to listen and learn new vocabulary. The second one was to listen and practice your pronunciation. And the third one was to listen and take notes. Okay, so those are the 2 questions. If you got them all right, well done. You're awesome. If you got them all wrong, don't worry, it's okay. Keep practicing and you'll get better. And if you got some right and some wrong, well done. Keep practicing and you'll get better. Okay, so thank you so much for watching this video. You enjoyed it. Please give it a like and don't forget to subscribe because every time you learn something new in English, you should celebrate. You should celebrate and I would like to celebrate with you. So well done again and I'll see you next time. Bye.